Hey, welcome. We are about to hit to the 90 days of wealth organization. So, for those of you who have signed up for this class, you are in for a treat. So, you get two things with that class. One, it's wealth organization. So, we're going to talk about a lot of different things. It's three of these, it's 90 days. And what will happen is there's too much to do. You're not going to be able to complete everything that's there. So you get a calendar view of the month of the topics. These topics are color coded so that they are kind of you're having a week in a theme. So this week we're going to do this green theme, or this we're going to work on these other things. So each week kind of has a theme around it. Then you have daily tasks. Some of these daily tasks, if you have not done a lot of organization on your wealth or even around your concepts of wealth, you might only get halfway through. The other thing that's with this is a 110-page guidebook that I wrote. So that you can go through that PDF and really start to look at it. For those of you who did this other group with me, this 12-week year, a lot of people are coming from the 84-day program into the 90-day program. Different from the 12-week year, which is you pick your own goals. These are goals that are picked for you. And the goal is that at the end of those 90 days, that you are a lot more in tune and a lot more organized about how you think about your wealth. And sometimes that organizational challenge is mental. Sometimes it is really saying, how could I make an extra $20,000? How could I? If you're someone who doesn't know how to make an extra $25, that 25,000 is a beautiful, beautiful kind of town and country kind of problem to have. And so it's really helpful to think about it. And when I had to think about these questions for myself, it really allowed me to think a lot differently. I remember when I am a philanthropist, so I do a lot of bigger philanthropy projects, and I remember thinking the first time I wrote, I was afraid to tell anybody. I didn't want to share my truth because it felt preposterously large. And the first thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to go, how can I give $30,000 away in a day? I didn't have an extra $30,000. And what ended up happening is the world crumbled, and we learned how to give $30,000 away by partnering with people who had $30,000. And we ended up giving away a huge Thanksgiving for people who didn't have enough money to have Thanksgiving. We had in a beautiful restaurant. We did it for years. We did it for years. And it was because I was willing to ask different questions. So, in the 90 days of wealth organization, you're going to get to ask yourself different questions. And you're going to really get to look at what are my job skills? What, because you are the golden egg. You're it. That there is nothing, there's not much worth more in your family than you. So in your own life, there's nothing worth more than you. So how are we investing in it? How are you taking care of the asset called you? So these are types of questions that are here. When I look at this, another thing that we'll be building in that 12-week year is the dead file. So it is really understanding all the pieces that you need to have together for when you die. We'll be going over all of your insurance. Am I giving advice? No. It's organization. That is the key item. And a lot of times it's organizing it up here in my mind of what insurance do we have? What are we out of? What do I need to ask for in open enrollment? So when you're thinking about this class, I only offer it once a year. And I offer it once a year because it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And most of the people that have done the 12-week year for a few times realize that they need this other guided way. So in these items, there's something to do every day. We'll be meeting one time a week. So you have an assignment every day. You may or may not already have it done. So if you already have that thing done, you got nothing to do. But for most people, they're going to set up a little card table and they're going to start putting all their stuff together. They're going to start making a little budget. They're going to start getting their papers there. They're going to start figuring out their logins, that they're going to start somewhere and someplace. And it's really helpful to just say, I'm going to use this section on the table or a card table or some space, but I'm going to use this space for the next 90 days to organize all the parts of our wealth. And some of those things for me were really just, again, I'm an old person that looks like a young person. So it was just organizing, knowing all of our grandkids' social security numbers so that I could get it into our will. Some things are just organizing what is lovingly called a dead file. How are you going to be buried? What are you going to do there? So it is a very simple way to not have a salesperson try to sell you something in this process. Because a lot of times people are always trying to sell you stuff. This is not a sales thing. I got nothing to sell you. I just needed to get your stuff together. And then you know what to ask for those people who sell financial products. Then you know what you have to offer. Your paperwork is together. You know how to log in. If you need to do a rollover, then you'll have all your stuff ready for a rollover. Do I need to do your rollover for you? No. So when you're looking at this class one, I would make time for yourself every single day for the 90 days. And because there's going to be some assignment every day. Now, that assignment, you might not need to do it because you might have already done that. Some of you are already very organized. So you already know where your bank is. You already know, are you at the right bank? If you have to transfer banks, then you'll need some time to do that. Or you'll just start to put it on a list and you'll go, okay, here's the things I got to get done in the next year. And that's actually what I think happens the most is that sometimes what's in the box for the day, whatever's in this square for the day, if I can't get it done today, then I know the list of where I can go. So here's one. Are you happy with all the things you signed up for? Is the money better suited to other things? Make a list of the things that are on auto pay. That could take me seconds or it could take me all day. So some things, especially if you're a small business owner, are going to take you some time to look at. Do I need constant contact? Why do I have Animoto? What do I do this program for? What's this? You know, that the amount of things our businesses have as monthly subscriptions is pretty stunning. And you might not need half of them, or you might not be utilizing them. Sometimes looking at just what this box says goes, oh, yeah, I should check on that today. You should check on it today. Or you can just start that list of the things that I need to work on in this calendar year. So not everything is hard. Not everything is super mathematical, but it is a way to get you organized on all the parts of wealth. And wealth is your access to resources. How were you able to utilize the resources that are in your life? So it's 90 days. It is a lot of work, but it is a lot of work if you haven't done any work. And if you haven't done much, then you should definitely be here. If you've done a lot and you're like, yeah, I'm pretty good, it will tell you what you missed. And a lot of times when you are hiring people to help you with things, whether you're hiring a lawyer for estate planning, whether you're hiring a financial advisor for your financial review, whether you have someone that helps you with a budget, it will also help you understand how to utilize those resources much better. And it's organization. The organization in your head is the critical part. If you understand your wealth, you understand how to work within it. It also makes you a much better investor when you know what you have as capacity to invest. if you know when your car is going to be paid off, if you know when your house is going to be paid off, if you know what your goals are. So, one, I'd love to see you. And I'd love to see you every every Monday night for 90 days. For 3 months, I'd love to spend every Monday night with you and just work on all these different aspects. And then we meet once a week for an hour as a group and we just talk about what we got done that week. And it's really an accountability for your wealth, but it's a way for you to have access to me, access to the things that you want to really work on, and you can pick out of this list because there's something every single day. And this calendar system works. So it also, we give it to you this way and then we give it to you in a book form, but we give it to you this way so that you have something that you can kind of scribble on, and that is fun. So these are all come to you as a PDF. The PDFs and the book I wrote is free for you. So just sign up for the class. I made the class just the cost to see me live for 1 hour. So that my regular billing rate, that's what you pay for the whole class. So you get 90 days in a group for the cost of 1 real hour. So I did it because I want to see you. I want your stuff to be in order. I want you to feel wealthy. And I want you to feel wealthy in a way that has a process and an end. And you can kind of make your own goals from there. So I hope to see you. This is your official invitation. It's your official invitation. And there's every kind of thing that we will do together. So I hope to see you in class. If I can't see you in class, I'd love to see you here. And we have some videos that go with that 12-week year. So, I mean, not the 12-week year, but the 90 days of wealth organization. So there's some videos there to help you as well. All right. I hope to see you in class.